Welcome back to the nightcap. Jason Tom here alongside Elias Sabate, the B team, back on the mic for the 8:30 p.m. prime time affair between Halifax Prep and GTA Prep. This is going to be a good game, Elias.
The way GTA is playing right now, the way they're meshing, the chemistry they have, this is going to be a really good game. The only concern, I think, for GTA is if Benjamin Izagu gets into foul trouble, they lose a little bit of size there. They're going to have to gang rebound and really get Halifax Prep out of the paint.
Off the hop, J9 Simmons with the rock. Jaron Johnson. You figure Halifax Prep's going to be fresh. Been sitting around all day resting up for this affair. Stick back jam. Koyuat.
And Koyuat's list of NJCAA schools is starting to pile up. Looks like he'll be headed down the JUCO route and somewhere at a high major, mid to high major JUCO level.
GTA Prep with what some would say was an upset over Edge School earlier today.
I don't think GTA thinks so, but
I was just about to. I teed you up, buddy. I was waiting.
No, I see exactly why you would think that. I don't think GTA thought that themselves.
I said some would say.
Yeah, you know.
I didn't say I thought.
You're so defensive, man. You're like my ex-girlfriend. I wasn't coming at you. I know, right?
Jervon Davis from downtown. Ooh. J9 Simmons with a wraparound pass. I haven't really seen much of that. Didn't result in anything, though. Really? Jervon Davis with back-to-back threes.
And he's been so in control of emotions lately. It's allowing him to flourish as a player. He's just so locked in. I remember seeing him at St. Marcellinus way back in the day. Had a lot of upside and then kind of flatlined for a little bit, and now that trajectory is moving back up.
J9 once again.
J9 opting to slow it down here and get his guys back in the half-court set.
Brandon Muntu. Call for the travel. Tobias Check checking into the game.
Brandon Muntu, the flush.
Was that Brandon Muntu?
He's really been scoring it well.
Back and forth affair in the early going. I would expect nothing less from these two squads who did meet up in the East National session. A game won by Halifax Prep, but as their CEO and president said, that was a tough game. And they were expecting more of the same in this one, even though this is the second game of the day for GTA Prep. They have a deep enough bench that should not be too much of an issue. A little off balance on that attempt. Nothing off balance about a Koyuat. That's what he does. Transition leak out two-hand slam. Pull up. Gets it right back.
And Joshua Houghton's three ball was falling earlier in today's win that they picked up, but he doesn't need to be forcing it. Keep looking for the good shot. They had a lot of success with Pasley setting up their guys. Ooh, definitely a foul there.
I was wondering what you want was And then he eventually put his hand up and said, yeah, that was me. In case you didn't know. One of the X factors for that first game today in that win over Edge, Ethan Passley at the line, misses the first. Passley shooting the second.
And Ethan Passley's probably one of the most composed guards that we have in this league. Those ball control in tight spaces. I know he's always low to the ground due to his height, but he gets even lower and in between the cracks. There's J9 on the pull-up.
Houghton, Passley, cut off by Jaron Johnson. Ooh. Man, Passley is sharp and quick. Every move very impressive when he has a rock in his hand.
Some ISO basketball here being played by J9.
Scotty Austin comes up with it.
See, as a guard, you can't get that deep into the paint and then look to make a decision with all your teammates expecting you to go to the hole. I don't think anybody on Halifax Prep had a clue what he was doing there. Nice matchup, though, here between Houghton and J9. They have a kind of a physical frame, both physical frames, both good on-ball defenders. Houghton, I think, a slight edge.
Ooh, that is an awful lot of contact. It's like pick your foul. Lefty finish, Jaron Johnson. This is going to be a back and forth game all night long. Nice look, Passley. Couldn't be finished. Guess who comes up with it? Ethan Passley. Hey man, if the refs aren't going to call it, get physical. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now. You see a lot of this from Halifax Prep. Not only 2-on-1s, 2-on-0s, 3-on-0s.
They get a lot of runouts. They got guys on the three-point line. One guy kind of being a safety.
Houghton from downtown.
And Houghton looking to study computer engineering at the next level. Does have the Ivy League grades or the Patriot League grades or high academia in general. I know University of Toronto is eager to have him, but they're battling with, of course, the guys in the NCAA who have a chance at Houghton as well.
Love the impact that the NPA is having at the U Sports level. So many guys having immediate impacts at the U Sport and CCAA level.
And one guy in particular from GTA Prep last year was coming off the bench to start the season, ended up as a starter and a very big piece to this GTA Prep team. Hafith Mowallen ends up at UBC Okanagan, where he's doing very well. Had himself a 20-plus point game recently.
6-point lead right now. GTA Prep with the rock. 3:17 to go in this first quarter. Three. Front rim and out. Guess what? Halifax Prep on the leak out. J9 Simmons, 2 off of glass. Coach Cooper wants a timeout. We'll be back after a short break.
NPH events. There's an opportunity to get involved at the ground level. NPH hosts elite level high school tournaments to national club team championships throughout the course of the season. Now is your chance to get involved with the fastest growing sport in Canada with the industry leaders and influencers. Get in the game today and join NPH in growing basketball in this country. NPH Scouting Service. The NPH Scouting Service is another platform for exposure with a network of over 300 coaches and scouts from some of the most recognizable brands and programs. Our scouts are constantly evaluating talent to ensure accuracy and credibility. NPH Scouting Service. The NPH Scouting Service is another platform for exposure with a network of over 300 coaches and scouts from some of the most recognizable brands and programs. Our scouts are constantly evaluating talent to ensure accuracy and credibility. NPH Scouting Service.
Back here still in the first quarter. Halifax Prep up to a 23-15 lead, mainly off of runouts. That's what GTA has to be careful of. Halifax is making a point of getting those leaks.
On the floor for the first time in this game, Wesley Hamilton, energy guy. Also for Halifax Prep, Rayvon Young, along with Tavon Downey. Hamilton, Houghton.
And Houghton kind of sees somebody in front of him that's the same stature, same athletic ability, and he's second guessing now. He's got to make him pay.
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt you. Wesley Hamilton just threaded the needle on a pass that I don't think anybody on the floor saw coming. That was impressive.
Wes definitely has that type of vision. I've seen him time and time again, seen him in showcase environments, seen him here with GTA Prep. He's got a little bit of a handle on him too.
I know a junior national scout, Nick Zeffi, big fan of Wesley Hamilton. And it's interesting to see the 2 number 2s here, Wesley Hamilton for GTA Prep and blanking Tavon Downey. How could I forget that? Tavon was huge 2 games ago, hitting some big threes.
Absolutely was.
But anyways, 2 number 2s on this squad. You know, around the 5'7", 5'8" range. Wesley Hamilton listed at 5'10". That is a lie, sir.
We give a 1-inch boost.
Yes.
Anything more than that, we're going to stop you right there.
I'll give him 5'9", just because I'm aiming him right now. Up
Fine,
to
then I'm 6 foot.
Okay.
Off the foot of Houghton.
Houghton, got to launch it.
I don't understand. We're being very inconsistent with the way we're officiating in these situations. There's a lot of contact on Houghton's shot there, and there's 2 referees watching that zone.
You just wonder how much of that gets played into the fact that he had to beat the shot clock, right? Like, do you want to bail somebody out for a team that didn't get it past the 3-point line? Like, they didn't get the ball past the 3-point line. You don't want to bail him out because he pushed into the shot. He pushed into the defender.
It's debatable, man. He closed out pretty quick. Didn't even give him space to land. That's where the foul is every time. Let's agree to disagree, though. It's been a long day, Jay.
Moving on. Rayvon Young, this is the first. Yeah, that's a foul. And one of the players that impressed me out in our East session just checked in, Uris Michael John, checking in for Houghton.
He can really get it going from deep. Also could be a primary ball handler for the squad.
And a very good defender. You know, no wasted, and immediately tries to take Downey into the post, but Halifax prep on the run. Jaron Johnson has Rayvon Young's back, missing the dunk but finishing it up. Some press, broken easily, and you hear head coach Marcus Eaton saying home. You need to get back after that press is broken. Darren Clark, no good. Brought down by Uris Michael John.
Darren Clark's been out for a while. They really missed him. Had a high ankle sprain. Was dealing with it.
Sets him up. Not enough legs underneath it. You know, I've gotten Halifax prep. Halifax prep has a couple of times. Defensively, I've gotten on them a little bit, so kind of only caring about getting out on the runs. But twice here, too late in the shot clock. Ten-point lead for Halifax prep. Stay with us, we'll be back. Second quarter action.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in! No good! 2 seconds to go! Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly!
Exposure starts here.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in! No good! 2 seconds to go! Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec.
Back to second quarter action. Another one of those players that we didn't see out east just had it stripped. That was Andrew Robinson, and back the other way, Halifax prep turning it into points. No good from range. Halley prep with the board, out in the run, up top.
So many options to throw it up to because this is such an athletic team. They can really get up and down. We've had a couple teams so far this week that have showed their style of play. You've seen CTA switch it up big time. They're playing up-tempo. They're trying to get the ball up in 2 to 3 seconds from their defensive board.
Passley trying to direct traffic.
He wants the ISO on this one.
Don't know if he has to fade away on the smaller defender. Jaron Johnson. Ooh. Shifty. Shifty Jaron Johnson.
That left to right crossover, man, it works for him. Sometimes he hits him with a double whop whop. Whopper Jr.
Ooh. All kinds of contacts. .832 to go in the first half. Our 7th game of the day, our 14th over 2 days. Some quick math tells me that's approximately 28 hours of basketball over a 48-hour period.
I could do about 5 more tonight. Obviously, I'm joking. I know the dirty look of yours. We got some rice. Could you believe our video production manager, Mike Dotto, had the audacity to ask me how to make rice? I said, Mike, water, pot, rice. Finito.
You do have to boil the water first.
Yes, and I mean, if you mess that up, oh boy.
That's like if you couldn't do frozen pizza in the oven. Like if you can't cook that, right? Five on the shot clock. Got to get it off. Jaron Johnson beats the buzzer, can't get it to go. Rebound. Julian Lawal gets 2 boards. You what? No. A lot of contact there. You know, the refs have the whistle in their mouth a lot of times. You'd swear that they had him in the pocket because there was a lot of contact on that rebound.
I thought the foul was going to go the other way, to be honest with you. I thought.
No, I think it was they said he stepped out of bounds.
Oh.
Because he was shoved. Oh, basketball gods, give it back. Passley, working. Darren Clark hasn't been able to find his range yet. Ooh, nice little strip on the rebound there. Clark again passes it off. Downey gets it tied up. Downey inbounding on the sidelines. Run off the screen, out comes Michael John. Youat could not handle it. Passley pushed it back the other way. 3-on-3. Ooh, nice spin at full speed. Foul called. Nice take. Michael John now. You know, GTA Prep just has not gotten any bounces in this first half. That's why they see themselves stuck 14. Fired out of bounds by Jaron Johnson. Passley. Wow, that is a tight spin. This kid is impressing me more and more with every game I watch, Ethan Passley. Should come as no surprise. We have seen head coach David Cooper get so much out of players that we previously knew very little about. That's a long 2, no good. Halley prep, leaking out. Downey off his fingertips and out. Oh, stop and go from Passley. 3, no good. Offensive rebound. Wow, Houghton knew that that one was off. Immediately got his own rebound. Eventually they're gonna have to blow the whistles.
I do like the hustle from GTA Prep down low in the post, able to secure a second chance. But one thing they got to consider is there's 3 to 4 black jerseys around you, and you're going up for a tough shot, and the refs are not giving you guys the call. A pitch out to the three-point line, get it to swing a couple times, you're going to find an open look. Make the ball do the work, get the defense to move.
I think Houghton got teed up there, asking for a foul. White was getting the ball back. The tee just resulted in the free throw. Obviously, the possession stays the same. Houghton, he is off today. Well, let's not say tonight, because they did play earlier. Ogie couldn't get it to go. Uwat from range, no good. Trevon Hamilton.
Play fast. Yeah, J9 just shade over. Yeah, there we go. Talk to him, Chris. You gotta talk to him, right?
Ooh, that was close to being 5. Passley. Such a tight handle on this kid. Oh, lost it on the crossover, though. Smart move turning that into a screen. Muntu. Ooh, couldn't get the roll. Janine should have came down with it, but
you got to push here. You got to push.
2.
Don't wait for him to set up. Oh, boy.
Right. Yep, he had it on the hip. Got caught up on the hip.
I bet this is not what GTA expected. They're coming off a very strong game, a good W.
Hey, I've seen this GTA prep team come back from larger deficits than 15. Houghton in transition, keeps it himself. It's a block. Houghton.
And Houghton's really strong. Every time he attacks, he's getting checked. I think that's one thing that Coach Cooper's fighting for here. He just wants those same calls.
Timeout on the floor. We'll be back.
Get your feet square. Get your feet square. Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it to go! Wow. Pick it up, Jalen.
Oh my God!
Top 10, top 10.
Two-way players are the best players. Understand that. Two-way players are the best players.
Here's Sabri Phillip, two-hand jam!
Let's go, boy!
It doesn't matter from what city you're from, how tall you are, what school, what club you represent. Game speaks. There's no politics here.
Okay, let's keep it going. Keep the intensity high. Get your feet.
We've traveled across the country and back. 7 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes.
4:01 left in the second quarter of the final game of the day. Tristan Trumpor, don't you worry. Muntu at the line.
Tristan Trumpour's got a lot of nicknames we put on him, but none more infamous than Trump.
Poor.
My man on the camera, taking care of all the visuals for us this week. Lead extended 35-19 in favor of Halifax Prep. Foul called. Ball will remain GTA possession.
Wesley Hamilton inbounding. Darren Clark working on Muntu. Muntu said no. But it's cleaned up by Scotty Austin. GTA Prep chipping away, down 14. Muntu. Nice pass to Ogie for the slam. Nice seal and flush.
Ogie so nonchalant, so powerful. No gather needed, just straight off of two. Good defense.
Getting after it defensively is Ogie. That is one thing that I will say. I find that as coaches and players get upset about foul calls, that bleeds into like any other call that is made. And that
shouldn't.
No, but I'm saying, but that's when I think referees get to the point where it's like, okay, now it's just like any time the whistle's blown, there's going to be an argument, no matter if it's like the correct call, if it's an obvious call. It's just getting to the, you know what I mean? Like, it'd be nice if you just stuck to fouls and tried to figure that out. And that's just what I think, you know, it exhausts these referees sometimes. Clark, no good. GTA Prep just has not had the touch from any range right now. They're stuck with just 21 points, and we're over 7 minutes into the second quarter. Ogie with the steal. You what? Tried to sell that one, didn't happen. Hamilton. Clark has got to get something going. I don't know, man. If you're 0-4 and you know that, you know your team, you know your players, just generally speaking, you're not hitting shots. I don't think if you're off the ball, you should be celebrating a three-pointer as it's in the air.
No, absolutely.
It's not a good look.
That's one thing that I'm seeing across the entire high school scene, regardless of league, regardless whether here or the U.S.
Like, it's the Warriors do it.
Yeah.
They're multiple-time NBA champions with multiple MVPs on their squad.
Yeah. What have you done?
Like, that's what I'm
What have you done?
Holding up the three when the ball's in the air, and like especially when you're at 21 points in the first half.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. And another thing I pointed out, we were laughing about this earlier. Everybody comes in here and wants to get all taped up. Wants to get their ankles taped up. The guys on the bench that don't play more than 2 minutes want to get taped up. Are you kidding me?
Ooh, Wesley Hamilton.
And I hope they're listening to this.
Wesley Hamilton.
Wow.
Get at me, dog. Wes.
That's a big little man.
Maestro fresh.
Big little
Wes.
take.
I'll be honest with you right now, if I have 23 points, I'm feeding the hot hand, and that hot hand is Wesley Hamilton. Oh, GTA prep. You got to get it over half. Hamilton. I'm telling you, that's the guy you get the ball to right now if you want to stay in this game.
Red hot hand for the red head. Give it to him.
Everyone knew where he was going with that the minute he started saying the word red. Koyuat, nice finish through contact. Point lead under a minute left. J9 Hamilton back the other way, end-to-end action, just the way we started this game.
That's too easy.
Zero resistance.
How many fouls does Josh Houghton have? Because he just let him by.
Well, and I think that's why Nathan Virgin said my bad, because everyone knows Houghton has, I believe, 3 fouls already because he picked up that tech earlier. And there's Hamilton getting it done, making it happen. Yeah, you just knew that that was just, oh, I really hope Wesley Hamilton didn't get injured by his own player right there. He's okay.
After the steal, he made the right play, too, right before half court,
immediately
getting it ahead.
Yep. A lot to be said about making the right play and the smart play.
Shot clock at zeros. This is going to be the last shot of the half.
16-point lead. Halifax Prep fresh after having the entire day off till this 8:30 game. Turnover. 5 seconds left. Playing hot potato out there.
Double fist right now, double. Double.
2 seconds left. Ooh, we had a little bit of time, almost nailed it. I'll say this, GTA Prep has come back from more than 16 down before. 6-minute halftime, we'll be back after the break. Top Flight Academy have went back to back.
not a game. This is not a game. Don't waste your time. This is not for everybody. So you got to make a decision by the end of today if this is really what you want. Okay? I'm a 5'8" Arab kid, comes from a low-income family. My family was on welfare when we came up. Nobody expected us to be have North Pole Hoops in the position that we're in. But everyone that said no saw how hard we grinded and just beat down walls. So now, if you're not going to waste your time, your parents' time, your coaches, don't waste mine either. Because I fought for everything that I've got. And if you want it bad enough, I'm telling you, fight for it. Are we all on the same page?
Look around the room, someone you don't know is watching you, and someone's gonna talk about you after this, and you know, you want them to be able to say the right thing, and you know, that'll help send you in the right direction.
Those guys are here from 7 in the morning training because they want it. Let your game talk, right? That's what game speaks means. 2, 3, game speaks! We've seen lives change in a matter of 1 weekend. It's all on you.
I'm Michaela Roche. I played for 4 years at the University of Minnesota for the Golden Gophers in the Big Ten Conference. I coached for 3 years at Kansas State University with the Wildcats. I just completed playing professionally in Greece, and I am the National Women's Basketball Scout for North Pole Hoops.
Low post right. This is Roche. Quick square around move.
Every day, waking up, I need to find a way to make girls basketball better. And so that's my job, to be able to help you as a player, as a student athlete, as a young woman, and just to be able to really understand the ins and outs of what it takes to be successful both in basketball, but also in life.
Third angle left, underneath Roche. Quick move to the left. Left hand makes it in for 2.
I've lived and I've done a lot of what some of these young girls seek to do. You know, being a coach, being a team captain when I played, I want to guide them. I want to give them advice and help provide opportunity through the scouting report and the showcases and the exposures. Just be able to build a relationship and get to know them and help them just really be the best young women and basketball players that they can be. I will be evaluating talent and scouting across Canada, just evaluating players' strengths, weaknesses, area for improvement, and also making a prediction and recommendations in terms of where they can take their career and what directions they could be looking at. The opportunities are endless. If girls basketball players in Canada want to excel and want to make a career out of basketball, they have every single opportunity to. It's just a matter of putting the work in, putting the consistency in, putting the discipline in. So to have this project on my lap after everything that I've lived and that I've kind of been through with basketball, the timing is perfect. And again, the potential and the room for growth and the room for opportunity with girls basketball and with North Pole Hoops girls basketball, the potential is untapped.
Coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make their game undeniable and challenge every man in front of him? Game will speak.
Scouting Service is another platform for exposure with a network of over 300 coaches and scouts from some of the most recognizable brands and programs. Our scouts are constantly evaluating talent to ensure accuracy and credibility. NPH Scouting Service. The NPH Scouting Service is another platform for exposure with a network of over 300 coaches and scouts from some of the most recognizable brands and programs. Our scouts are constantly evaluating talent to ensure accuracy and credibility.
It's a 17-point lead for Halifax Prep. I just do not feel like this one is decided yet.
I don't either, but if it's not, GTA is going to have a lot of changes to make. Right now, they are having a hard time getting into the interior and finishing in the interior. One of the guys that they need to get shots for is Wesley. He can't be creating on his own at all times.
Well, Wesley Hamilton's out there to start the second half. He didn't start this game, but he may be out there trying to finish it. Passley.
He had that pull-up.
Yeah, and he had such a good first game today. Surprising, nice passing from Halifax Prep. UOP finishes it off. Oh, look who it is. Blocked off the glass. J9 Simmons. Oh. What a nice look. Crossed over lefty, dropping dime. Halifax Prep, not known as defensive stoppers, but they have been getting it done on D on this evening. Jaron Johnson hands it back off to Muntu. FIBA rules, if the ball goes over the backboard and doesn't touch anything, it's in play. Houghton. Ooh, tough take, no finish.
And I don't think Houghton needs to take it like that, like just with the double pump and going away from the defender and finishing awkwardly. He's got the verticality, the athleticism to go right over him. Haven't seen Benjamin Izagu in a little bit, pretty much since the jump. I'm excited about his future. You saw how Casey ended up dominating the league, last year's Defensive Player of the Year. And I'm sure that he's going to have a bright future at the University of Texas El Paso. Younger brother wearing number 9 for GTA Prep.
When I walked in the gym today, I thought we had, you know, a young Casey on the floor. I mean, you see the likeness, but I mean, it seems like Benjamin has grown about 3 inches in the last month.
So you walked in and you thought you were watching Benjamin Little. It went backwards on you.
It's getting late, huh? It's been a long day.
Isn't that
I know, yes, you're right. Yeah.
Who was in it? Tom Cruise?
Benjamin Button.
Benjamin Button.
Yeah, so that's when he said Benjamin
Who was
Little.
in it, though? I forget.
Brad Pitt, yeah.
Brad Pitt, that's what I was.
That's a tough shot. Went off of Muntu.
There you go, quick ball movement, get the ball up the floor. You got to give that up. One more pass to Darren. He's still there in the corner, just waiting.
Halifax Prep is getting after it defensively. very impressed, probably more so than I've seen. I mean, weak side defense coming through the SWAT's one thing, but manning up like this, haven't seen it from them, at least in a while. That is what Halifax Prep does defensively. Usually you out with the SWAT, and that's a travel.
So you saw GTA Prep on the last possession do a good job breaking the press just by moving the ball, not having to work for it. But then when they got into the half-court set, you saw Ethan and then you saw Darren just playing with the ball on the top of the key, ended up being a turnover.
Passley. Houghton working on Julian Lawal. See, that is a man's move right there. Hand checking both ways right there. J9 drops it off. Uat finishes 2. Wow, that is a tough pass to throw in the backcourt. A bounce pass directly in front of your rim. Oh, right into our table almost. And Akoy Uat is coming through once again with the SWAT. GTA Prep wants to talk it over before it gets out of hand. They're down 27. Stay with us.
We've traveled across the country and back. 7 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make their game undeniable and challenge every man in front of him? Game will speak.
NPH Scouting Service. The NPH Scouting Service is another platform for exposure with a network of over 300 coaches and scouts.
McCoy is going to be recruited probably by a long list of JUCOs when it's all said and done. His activity level in these games is what really sets them apart. I mean, for Halifax, you see him rebound, you see him create momentum with his putback dunks. He takes care of business at the line. I'm really liking his game, man. He's a big contributor for this team. And depending on how they end up, he could potentially be a first or second team all-star in this league.
Passley. Entry pass. Head coach David Cooper is a little hot under the collar about his team not communicating, not really having any opportunity offensively right now, not giving themselves a shot.
Good take, good call.
GTA Prep, you can see them coming together, trying to get things figured out. Referees want to get this one right. Is it a shooting foul or is it possession? .330 gone here in the third quarter. GTA Prep trying to keep this one within striking distance, but they are in danger of having this one get out of hand. very quick, but getting on the floor, getting after it, and hot and getting fouled down low, he'll go to the line to shoot 2 more. I'll tell you this, GTA Prep got to help themselves out and start shooting some free throws and getting them to go.
I was just about to say, Jay, if they're going to stand a chance in this game, they got to get some buckets with the clock stopped.
They're stopping the clock, they're just not hitting the free throws right now.
Interested in finding out how these guys are doing statistically? Go to npacanada.com. Click on the team name, click on the player name, and it'll take you to stats on the full year.
All the stats from this session will be updated by midweek. Alley-oop slam, no good. Michael John pushing it back the other way. Houghton has it stripped off Houghton and out of bounds. Halifax Prep takes possession back. What? Wow. These are the stretches that Halifax Prep is prone to. But GTA Prep has not been able to capitalize as of yet.
And Coach Cooper talking it over with the baseline referee, wondering how he didn't catch that call. Hey, as long as it was made. GTA's got to try to get this to a 10-point game by the 3-minute mark if they're going to have a chance to really pull in it. Scotty Austin on the first one.
Trying to electrify his bench. Did not happen.
That is the kind of stuff that he's capable of, fully capable of, and that's how I would like him to attack on a more consistent basis. Because when defenders start to see that those are the type of finishes that you're going to have, it messes with them psychologically. One, you get one of those guys, they don't want to come up against you the next time. Defenders who are watching online, they're thinking the same thing. Good attack by Scotty Austin, staying aggressive. Calls starting to go their way, and this is what kind of should show the GTA Prep guys. If you are being aggressive, you're going to get the calls. Earlier they were complaining, but they were jacking up threes or turning the ball over.
Brought down by Ogie. Halifax Prep, 24 on the shot clock, going the other way. Pulls it back out. Does Downey. You know, when you have a Koi Uad on your team, just throw it at the rim. Most likely he's going to come down with it.
Talked about it when we were looking at the power performer. He's just got a knack for it, man. He puts himself in the right place at the right time, sees where everybody is on the floor, reads the gaps, and basically just fills holes. That's what this is about. If you're playing in a 5-out environment, you just got to make sure that the floor is always balanced and that you're filling those gaps.
You want at the line, look for the three-point play. Nice pass. Foul on the body. These two teams are not playing like it's a 26-point game right now.
Definitely clean on the top.
Ogie checking out. Goto checks in. Oh, Uwat got shoved in the back, missed the rebound, got right back up for the block. GTA Prep has been getting the clock stopped. Haven't been able to capitalize, though, from the charity stripe. Halifax Prep, though, has been able to cash in a couple of different times. Split a pair. Big rebound. Pulled down by Rayvon Young. Halifax Prep still getting it done on D. Uwat checks out. He's logged some big minutes for this team, getting a little breather. As the 7-footer checks in, Ali Ragab. Dio Banat. Pasley, headmans, Scotty Austin. 3-ball, no good. Pulled down by Austin, back out. Nice pass. GTA Prep just not finding their range, and Halifax Prep is having their way. Nice pass. Ragab gets it stripped. You got to keep that ball up. I think he knew that right away. But no. Gets it over half. Invites the contact. Jumper. Dio Banot coming off the bench to drop one in. Pasley, Austin, no good. Rims out, Ragab pulls it down. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third. Foul called. Game number 7 right now. 21 games down after this one. 4 more to go tomorrow. And don't think just because it's the final day we don't have some spectacular matchups for you. Starting at 9 a.m. Saskatoon Basketball Academy against Toronto Basketball Academy. That is going to be what the kids say, is a slobber knocker. Kids don't say that?
No, they definitely don't say that.
That's going to be
It's going to be lit.
Great
It's going to be lit. That's what they say.
10:45, Crestwood and Edge, another solid matchup.
That one I'm definitely looking forward to.
I'm really curious about matchups on that one.
Edge has underperformed, we could say, in this event, but they could make up for it in tomorrow's game.
And then we have St. Laurent and Oakville Prep, followed by GTA Prep and North Star. Could also be another good matchup. 4 good games coming your way tomorrow. Kicking off at 9 a.m. once again, we are at Notre Dame High School in Ottawa, Ontario. 710 Broadview Avenue. Still got time to come down and catch 4 solid games tomorrow. What else are you doing on a Sunday morning?
Sorry?
Never mind. 2:52 to go here in the third.
I'm here listening to Marcus Eaton give some instruction.
Coaching like he's in a 4-point game.
Giving some instruction to Ali Regab. Ali, the 7-footer, the only 7-footer ever in the league. Here he is on the finish. Crush it, big man!
That got the bench up. Then he has a floater dropped over him.
I'm convinced that there is a lot of guards here that do not even know how to play with the big man. It's not entirely their fault. They just haven't played many games with one.
Well, I've talked about it a bunch, but that's the one place where Canada is lacking is legit big men, and a lot of it's genetics, and we're still behind the U.S. in that aspect. So I think that could be your answer on why, because a lot of these guards haven't played with legit big men.
Well, also I think from a national team standpoint, the identification process for bigs has to happen at an early stage. I understand that there's growth spurts that happen as well, but big man camps are necessary to teach these guys how to establish position, how to be vocal, how to make yourself a target, how to position yourself for the entry.
And those are starting to happen?
Just starting to. We are a little bit late, and I'm not using that as a complaint, but I'm saying that those are the things necessary in order for these guys to start excelling in their position.
Javon Davis putting it back there. There we go. Oh, Regab just looks like he blew a tire on that one. Project piece is Ali Regab, and I think they love having him there. Entire team loves having the big 7-footer on the squad, as long as they're not stuck sitting beside him in the van drive here.
And they do understand that he's a project piece, still shedding off a few pounds. Going to get himself ready for next season. That's the big one for him.
Getting after it, cleaning it up. Pull up. Young, no good. Long rebound. Almost came back. Halifax preps away. Jumpers, Cash. Passley. Going to the baseline. It's been a long day, and I think everyone's just a little bit on edge.
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry, man. I can't wait to eat. Have a nice vegetarian meal. Make some stir fry and tofu.
And some gummy bears?
Absolutely not. I recently learned that gelatin is made of pork skin and the bones of animals and all that junk.
10 seconds left here in the quarter. Fourth quarter action. Our final 10 minutes of a 14-hour day is coming at you. What else will Elias learn about candy? Stay with us.
Get your feet square. Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it to go! Wow. Pick it up, Jalen.
Oh my God!
Top 10, top 10.
Two-way players are the best players. Understand that. Two-way players are the best players.
Here's Sabri Phillip, two-hand jam!
Let's go, boy!
It doesn't matter from what city you're from, how tall you are, what school, what club you represent. Game speaks. There's no politics here.
Okay, let's keep it going.
Recognizable brands and programs. Our scouts are constantly evaluating talent to ensure accuracy and credibility. NPH Scouting Service. The NPH Scouting Service is another platform for exposure with a network of over 300 coaches and scouts from some of the most recognizable brands and programs. Our scouts are constantly evaluating talent to ensure accuracy and credibility. NPH Events. There's an opportunity to get involved at the ground level. NPH hosts elite level high school tournaments to national club team championships throughout the course of the season.
And we're back. Halifax Prep looking to put this one out of reach for good. Muntu. J9 Simmons. Down low. You what? Johnson stepped out of bounds. Houghton. Out of bounds. Halifax Prep gonna get it back. Hope somebody fixes that chair over there, because that is an accident waiting to happen. Johnson working it into the paint. Nice finish, Jaron Johnson, the understated Jaron Johnson.
He was big for them last year and played a major role in scoring. They recruited, they got a whole bunch of new weapons, and Jaron seems pretty comfortable in the role he has still.
Muntu no good. Getting to the baseline is Simmons. Kick back out. Jaron Johnson shoots it from so low on his body. Catches me by surprise every time. Corner three. That's the way this game started.
And there it is again, the celebration after a 3. You're down big. I would say just zip it and get the ball back. You need more of that. But he did get into his opponent's head and make him shoot a ridiculous shot. J9's regretting that now.
Passley getting that roll. Marcus Eaton has seen a little bit of this ridiculousness continue, and he's going to call a timeout. Stay with us. After the break, Elias will be wrestling up there.
Get your feet square. Get your feet square.
Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it to go! Wow. Pick it up, Jalen.
Oh my God!
Top 10, top 10.
Two-way players are the best players. Understand that. Two-way players are the best players.
Here's Sabri Phillips, two-hand jam!
Let's go, boy!
It doesn't matter from what city you're from, how tall you are, what school, what club you represent. Game speaks. There's no politics here.
Okay, let's keep it going. Keep the intensity high.
And the Bear one. Simmons working on Houghton, and Jaron Johnson. Crossover. What a pass from Jaron Johnson. Foul on Passley. Yuat hits the first. That went off GTA prep off the missed free throw. Hamilton checks back in. Jaron Johnson got that just in the nick of time. Pushing, Houghton. Nice find, but no finish. J9 saves it. Back the other way, Yuat. Flying above the rim is Akoy Yuat. Wesley Hamilton.
What I like about Wesley is he sets up his defender, starts him off with that hesitation, gets him to bite, and then blows by. He's small enough to get under the defender. A lot of guys have been falling for that. 80 to 53, but GTA still battling.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You would expect nothing less from this squad, and we've seen it every year in the NPA. Never given up on a game, no matter what the scoreboard says.
Defenders getting back on D. Isaiah Guerrier losing control of it that time. It's not the guy you want handling the ball in transition.
Moon 2. Simmons. Online, just a little too strong. Hamilton thought about it. Into the corner. Houghton got it to go from downtown. Oh, Muntu faked the handoff, took it hard, couldn't finish. GTA prep, back the other way. Houghton inviting the contact. No call. End-to-end action. Well, that was interesting.
Good push ahead by Wesley.
Smart move by Houghton. He just didn't have it the last time down the floor, so get something better. Jaron Johnson. Like, I know we watched him last year with his team needing a lot of offense from him, but I feel like this year, because they don't need as much from him, he can really focus on breaking down defenders and not wasting his energy on other stuff, offensively speaking at least. Just seems to always make something happen.
And he's subbed out, taking a little breather.
Julian the wall. Battles through and gets it to go. But nope, thought he had it. Simmons pushing back the other way, 3-on-1. Simmons puts it back. Halifax prep getting a little bit loose. Up 28. Mind starts to wander a little bit, especially on the defensive end. It's easy when you're running in transition. You know exactly what you want to do. Defensively, got to put that mind energy into it. .442 left in the fourth quarter. Transition. Easy two. Put back is good, Cristo Ugodo. Ooh. It's getting a little sloppy out there. Downey working on the taller defender, drops it off. .321 to go. Well, I'll tell you this. GTA Prep's going to be shooting a bunch of free throws when they get back into practice down in Brampton.
They've left probably 25 points just from free throws alone.
And they're down 29.
Looks like the 7-footer Ali Regab coming back in to bring the Thunder. He'll have just under 3 minutes to play it out.
Gab checks in. Michael John goes out off of Halifax Prep. Owen hands it off to Benoit. Michael John.
Like the mechanics on his shot.
I mean, arguably, that is the nicest shot that I've seen from anyone off GTA Prep in this game.
Yeah, yeah, both the decision, the selection, the mechanics. He keeps it the same every time. It never changes.
And look what fall. And this is what I'm saying about the game of basketball is like it carries over.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you're saying. But do they?
I thought there was more to come there, but you're right. But do they?
Oh, what a rogue and peasant slave am I. Is it not monstrous that this player
No,
here?
we're not getting into Shakespeare right now.
Right,
I know it is the 21st game of 25 and the 4th of 5 days and our second straight 14-hour day. I understand that.
Fine. Just felt like I needed to.
But to start launching into that.
I just felt like I needed to educate the audience on some Shakespearean.
Houghton.
Ooh.
Back-to-back threes. So that's a 9-0 run for GTA Prep with 1:25 left. That's just, like, it's good to see if you're a coach, but that's got to kind of enrage Coach Cooper just a little bit. And now a stop on the defensive end. Back the other way. Passing it into the feet. One on three. If he would have got through that, I would have left the gym. And a volleyball game broke out.
We got to keep running, though, man. People are walking. Let's go. Game ain't over. Utah. 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 Bill, get it right here. Utah.
Stepping in for the steals, Houghton. Houghton go to the line. Mr. Hamilton, I appreciate your son's play today, but please do not support.
You see what I'm dealing with, Andrew? Andrew, do you see what I'm dealing with here? Trying to ignite a flame in the minds of the youth to take their education seriously.
I just need to see some free throws getting hit.
To reach for some higher learning. See, he's been to the showcases, and he's heard me speak in front of these classes.
Ali Ragat. Throw it down, big man. Forget Shakespeare. Give me some Bill Walton. Oh, got the roll. Houghton has had an outstanding fourth quarter. It's just too bad that his team's down 19.
All respect to GTA, though.
Yeah.
It was just a 30-point game.
No, I 100% agree.
They are making this respectable.
But they're probably learning something about their team right now as well. Michael John, again. This is one of those times that you know, second game in the day plays a lot into it. We are done. Game number 21. We're back at 9 a.m. tomorrow for all the schedule, all the live streams, all the final scores. Check us out on npacanada.com.